This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Starting every video today talking about an interview that posted at noon right here on the channel for my podcast. Brittany Page and I had an amazing conversation with Robert P. Jones. Robbie is the founder and president of the Public Religion Research Institute, and he wrote this book, The Hidden Roots of White Supremacy and the Path to a Shared American Future. It is awesome, an amazing book with a bunch of history that you probably don't know. I only say that because I didn't know it. Maybe that's arrogant. Anyway, we're going to be giving away this very copy that I hold in my hand of the book. Just check out the interview. We talk about it in the interview, how to get your hands on this book. It is important. It is both informative, it is entertaining, but also it contains critical information that we are facing right now in our society. And I'm optimistic. So check that out. Speaking of the hidden roots of white supremacy and the attempts to alter our culture in America, let's talk about Ryan Walters. Ryan Walters is the superintendent of public education of schools in Oklahoma. He is a fascistic theocrat. He wants to bring his version of God back into schools, into schools. He wants children to be forced to be educated according to the tenets of his narrow, particular interpretation of the Bible. His flavor of Christianity, he believes, should be the one to rule everyone. And he is now, because of his adherence to the culture wars and the nonsense and the violence, he is initiating, encouraging, I don't know what word to use here, actual bomb threats on the schools of which he is the superintendent. Check out this NBC News headline. Democrats push for investigation of Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's firebrand school superintendent. A Tulsa area school district is in its second week of bomb threats after Walters shared a Libs of TikTok post about a school librarian on social media. This is a man charged with not only the proper, fulsome education of the children of Oklahoma, but also their safety. And he's putting their lives at risk, initiating through his irresponsibility and fanaticism, initiating bomb threats, endangering the lives of children, Republican and Democrat parents alike. Oklahoma Democrats are calling for an impeachment probe of Ryan Walters, the state superintendent of public instruction, citing a range of recent issues, including bomb threats against a school district following one of Walters' provocative social media posts. Most recently, Union Public Schools, a district on the edge of Tulsa, said it received bomb threats on 6 consecutive school days. The threats began last week after Walters shared a viral video that drew critical attention to one of the district's librarians on social media. The threats began the same day that Walters retweeted a post from a day earlier on the conservative provocateur account, Libs of TikTok, which featured a video of a librarian at Union Public Schools. The video shows the librarian walking next to a bookshelf with the text POV, point of view, teachers in your state are dropping like flies, but you are still just not quite finished pushing your woke agenda at the public school. That's different from the caption that the librarian originally posted on her TikTok account, which the Libs of TikTok removed, which was, my radical liberal agenda is teaching kids to love books and be kind. That was the post. That is what they put, but they altered it. They edited it. And this idiot, both Libs of TikTok and the superintendent of public instruction of schools in Oklahoma, retweeted it without checking, not double checking, putting children's lives at risk. When Walters retweeted the Libs of TikTok post to his nearly 10,000 followers, he added, woke ideology is real, and I am here to stop it, which is a tacit approval of whatever nonsense might befall those children at the hands of Walters' supporters. The video spread quickly online as it has been viewed hundreds of thousands of times on Twitter. Union Public Schools, a district that includes a southeastern portion of Tulsa and adjacent suburbs, said it has received 7 rounds of anonymous bomb threats targeting specific schools, its administrative offices, staff home addresses, and a local office of the ATF. One of the threats, according to a copy shared by the district, stated, quote, "You will stop pushing this woke ideology or we will bomb every school in the Union District." Now, with the exception of the bomb language, that seems mighty similar to what Ryan Walters posted, doesn't it? John Federline, assistant superintendent of Union Public Schools, said last week that nearly a third of the district's 15,000 students were either absent or picked up early by their parents after the threats. The librarian highlighted by the libs of TikTok and Walters is tremendously upset, Federline said. Remember during COVID, when every Republican was squawking and whining and complaining, making threats publicly that our kids need to be in school. We can't mask them. We can't have remote learning. It's too dangerous for the children. And now they're calling in bomb threats, which results in hundreds of children not attending school. Make it make sense. Last paragraph here. This is about the librarian, she clearly said that her radical agenda was teaching kids to be kind and to love books. That's what she said on her original post, and that's something that we would ask of all of our teachers, he said. But that, too much for Ryan Walters. To be kind to each other? To love books? Oh, that's worthy of bomb threats. And now, we will see, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but they're seeking to impeach this dangerous maniac. But because of the supermajority of Republicans in the Oklahoma state legislature, very unlikely to happen. See, this is, we'll get back here, bring it right around. This is the intended consequence of white supremacy in schools. They buck against teaching Black history, which is American history, and they make threats when their way is not followed. Violence, if their way is not adhered to. Again, check out this interview. It posted at noon. I would appreciate it very much. And you can get a copy of this very book. If you want to support my work, if you appreciate what I do, click the join button below. Become a channel member for $1.99 a month. You can help produce this content on this channel. I believe is important, and I would appreciate it. You can also click the super thanks button or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. I was trying to think of them all. Anyway, I would appreciate it very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.